What's up, fellas? We're back out here at White Sands Proving Grounds today, and it is freezing cold. The temperature dropped significantly, so we're doing what we can to keep warm out here. And what we're looking at here is 32.4 liters per hour, 8.5 gallons per hour, which is coming out to 324 kilowatts of power. That's about 1,110,000 BTUs of firepower that we're looking at right there. And we've done two major modifications to this device, and we're going to take a look at that today. The thing is running far better, and one of the major changes that we made was the diameter of the discharge. A commenter made a comment on the last video that it should be bigger, and I totally agree. So I went ahead and changed it from 2.5 inches to 4 inches. So let's see what we got going on here. I totally agree with you, Marco. You are the man. I was thinking the same thing, so we went ahead and changed her up. Just giving credit where credit's due. You had a very valid point there. So that's what we're looking at, is a larger discharge port today. This is what we had yesterday. At high power levels, we had significant buffeting, which was very loud and probably not a very good design. Okay, the second modification we made to this device was we removed the ignition port to the very center of the back of the combustion chamber. And the good thing about this is that region is actually under vacuum. As I said, anytime you have a spinning column of air, the pressure at the center of that rotation is always less than the pressure on the exterior edges. And as a result, in this particular case, that pressure is below atmospheric pressure. So the flames are actually being pulled inside the discharge of that rear section, or I should say the ignition port. Especially when you have the blower turned up to a significant amount. So right here, we're going to let this thing warm up on propane for about 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes before we introduce the jet fuel. Okay, it's been about 2 minutes. I'm now introducing the jet fuel. That black color you see is just some residual waste oil that was in that tank. And we're getting quite the fireball already without a lot of buffeting, which is pretty good. So things are looking up already here. I'm really enjoying what I'm seeing here. This is far better conditions. I have it turned up a little high right now. I do end up turning this flame down a little bit because I believe the chamber this thing is sliding into is only 12 inches. So I have now removed the propane lance. We are running on just the diesel, and things are looking really good right here. As I said, this is about 1.1 million BTUs of power, and it's looking really nice. I definitely like what I see here. Those sparks that we see are metal filings from the fabrication process. There was a little bit of powder in there I didn't dump out when I cut out that front. Okay, we're at 11 minutes. I'm going to shut the camera off and turn it back on because I don't want the video to be too big to transfer to the computer. Okay, we're starting the clock over. We stopped it at 11 minutes in because you can't transfer a long video into a computer if it's over 20 minutes sometimes. It's cooling off. Our fuel level's really low, so the head pressure has reduced. And I can tell that the flames got a little bit smaller. We're out of fuel. That's a wrap. All right, guys. You can see some of that pieces of metal and stuff flying around in there. So that's it. That was our 2 gallons. We'll take a look at that. We'll do the math and see what the power output was. The specification required 1 million BTUs, and I'm almost positive we're possibly double that. I could be wrong. It's kind of hard to judge. There's a pretty extensive fireball inside the burner itself. But you can see there, we're tapped for fuel. We got that little bit left in the hose. And that's a wrap. We're just 18 minutes in there, and we did 2 gallons. So let's shut it down and see what the blower power was and all that. We're running about 258 watts of blower power. Now, I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up, but there is a central cyclone in there. I can see it plain as day. There's an air column. You see that little hot core? That is the low pressure zone I was telling you about. And it's coming all the way from the back there. Pretty cool. I wish you guys could see what I see right now. The camera is just not able to pick it up. The damn camera. The frame rate and everything's kind of messing it up. The reason why that center region's white hot is because a jet of air is being pulled into it.